Welcome to the Uncrowded Path. Today's video is mostly about letting people drive my Jeep on the Fantan Lake Trail.
Alright, Michael, this is it.
Sean says I should run into him at full force.
No, don't do that. So, we're going to start you off easy.
Alright, your flash?
Oh. Yeah, we don't want to lose that one. There's other flashlights we could lose, but not that one. Okay, you just got brake and drive. And
yeah,
we're good to go.
there's one where there's a giant cave.
I never
It's like
stopped.
This is my son-in-law Michael, and he has driven a F-150 for a number of years, basically a stock 4x4 with street tires. So this is really his first chance to get up and actually see real Jeep trails. We took him on the Goose Lake Jeep Trail before this and a couple other. And this trail is a really easy trail. It's a great place to let somebody start driving for the first time. There's no cliff faces to drive off or no deep holes that you're going to damage anything. So he's from North Dakota, and so we're letting him drive up here on the plateau on the top of the world in Wyoming.
All right, when we get into where it's rough, I'm going to have you see that driver stick down there. I'm going to pop it to the left, which is going to put it in manual mode. So you can pop it in now.
Pop it to the left?
This one.
Oh.
Okay.
Manual.
And then watch on their screen. You'll want to be in 2 or 3. 2 is a good spot to start for the slow spot like this. And just leave it in 2. And now all of a sudden, you don't have to use your brake. All you have to do is accelerate.
The barrier or whatever, where you have to be a certain.
This trip will probably be the longest he has ever been in low range in any vehicle. He drives ice all the time on the highways and stuff, but actually driving in low range was kind of a new thing. And then knowing that Jeep has a pretty nice low range, especially teamed up with this transmission, and I've lowered the axle gearing. So just explaining to him a little bit how to use the manual shifter, that it really helps when you're four-wheel driving. You can keep it right in the perfect range. So.
Michael's first time with low range on a four-wheel drive road. So about a third. Just tap it back, take it in there. Yep. Just, nope. Leave it manual. Just go back like that.
Oh.
Goes to 3. You just bump it ahead instead of using your brake.
You guys are lucky.
And so like you come to a rocky spot, you want to slow it down, just bump it to the forward. Now we're in second.
I used to love it.
And so you're controlling it as you go.
Shaking the Pepsi out of me.
All right, if you want to stop here for a second, I'm going to smooth up our ride. Hold the brake. I'll be right back. Or to disconnect the sway bar. Now you're going to notice that the ride gets smoother. Just a little bit. Now the front end can flex as you go.
That makes sense.
Fantan Lake was a lake that I took my kids to several times when they were very small, and so all of them have pretty fond memories of coming to this lake. And it's not a very far trail I mean, honestly, I think it might be 2 miles or 3 miles in, but it's sometimes a little bit of a rough road, or sometimes muddy, or even snow drifts on it.
You don't want to hit that at 30. It's pretty smooth, doesn't it? You just want to slow it down, you click it ahead. You want to speed her up, click it back. And you got eight gears to choose from. So this looks like a rough stop. So you can just knock it down to second.
And then it's harder and harder and harder.
So how many piles are there?
Now,
Like 7, I think.
if you really want to get slow, and I don't know if there'll be a spot that bad, probably not. Now you can bump it up.
And it doesn't kick gear, which is
See,
good.
the gear ratios are so low, there's only like a mile or two apart from each other.
It shoots lightning out of its antlers. And then, you go to Black Forest,
So this looks like you might get to use one. To use one, you pretty much have to go almost to a complete stop and knock it all the way ahead until it says one.
To unlock, like,
Now this, you hardly have to
start
push
building,
gas.
Like if you build your base, you can only use like wood and stuff.
This, all you're gonna have to do is steer it and barely use the gas,
In the
and
mountains, there's motor, which is a big drag.
it'll crawl anything you put in front of it right now.
Ability to make stone.
The nice thing about the lake, though, is it has, if you can get camped on that side of the beach, there's a white sand beach, and it's really neat to be able to go camp on that beach. Now, I have seen grizzly bear tracks going across that beach, so you have to understand this is right in the height of grizzly country up here, so you always have to be careful if you plan on camping in a place like this.
Now, it's a truck, so you remember your back, so you sometimes have to go over an obstacle a little bit and then turn it. So now, got to be almost to a stop. Yep, now you can go to second. You can shift it from first to second when it's not at a stop, but it'll make you feel like you're going to go through the windshield. Now you can go to third.
Like NPCs
Yeah.
that you can interact with them.
Well, sort of.
And just keep going around the left. That's where the beach is. I think that's probably where they're heading.
Yeah.
There might be people camped over here too, but see the beach?
So,
Oh, it looks like we got the beach to ourselves. Watch your drivers. You don't want to cut your tire on that right one.
Well,
You can either put it on top of that right one. You don't want to put the sidewall against it. So you either want to go over it. So aim that tire at it and go right straight over the top. You can look out your window to see where the tire is. That's the nice thing about a Jeep. And then
Oh, I see. So, are you talking about it?
there's a rock to your left there.
Yeah.
You don't want it against your sidewall, so you want to go over the top of the rock.
Over the rock.
Yeah. So the plan is instead is to trample it in a way.
No, wait. I'm going to grind this rock, though.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yep. And come over here and put your what? Right here. Go straight.
Straight.
Okay. Nope. Straighten out. Nope. We're gonna park on that rock.
Park on the rock.
Nope. Go back.
Go
Put it
back.
in reverse.
Left. There you go. Straight.
Straight. Straight. Jeep is
A little towards the right, just a hair.
He's heading right
Just
up
let
it.
Oh, is he?
Yep. Keep going, keep going.
Stop.
That's it.
Stop. Okay. Now we'll put it in gear. Pull the brake. And you parked on a rock.
Sure.
This is a Jeep thing that you have to do. When you drive a Jeep, you have to park on rocks. This is a Jeep parking space. And Michael parked a Jeep for the first time.
With help.
That's okay.
Oh, how high would I climb mountains if the mountains were where you hide? Oh, how far I'd scale the valleys if you graced the other side. And oh, how long have I chased rivers from lonely seas to where they rise? Against the rush of grace descending from the source of its supply. 'Cause in the highlands and the heartache, you're neither more or less inclined. I will search and stop at nothing. You're just not that hard to find. I will praise you in the valleys all the same. No less God within the shadows, and no less faithful when the night leads me astray. 'Cause you're the heaven where my heart is, in the highlands and the heartache all the same.
My son Nathan is driving us back. He's driven a lot of four-wheel drives. He has a lifted Jeep XJ himself that he drives often. This is really, he hasn't had much time in the Gladiator, so this is one of his first times really just turning the keys over to him and letting him drive the Gladiator. I actually jumped in the back seat and just let him drive us out. It was a gorgeous day. We saw tons of bluebirds, and it was just letting him feel the suspension and some of the things I've done to the truck, because it really does ride really comfortably on this sort of terrain.
for the one I call Good Shepherd, who like a lamb was slain for me. Oh, I will praise you on the mountain. You say, I'll praise you on the mountain. You're the sun where my feet are.
The scenery of this area is just amazing. It is at the top of Beartooth Pass. Like I said, it's right near the top of the World Store. It's in Wyoming, right near the Montana border. You cross a little ways from here on either way back into Montana. So it's right up here in the Absaroka Beartooth Wilderness area, and it's just beautiful up here. If you look carefully on the far side of the puddle here, the stream, there's a bird taking a bath. So Nathan stopped so the bird could finish his bath before we interrupted him and continued on our way. In the distance you see Highway 212. On the other side of that highway is actually Island Lake. So if you're ever up here and wondering where we're at, that's kind of where we're at.
A mighty river flowing upward.
Like always, thank you for watching the video. It's always fun to know that there's people who are enjoying these videos and enjoying these adventures with us. If you want to, like, subscribe, maybe share and tell other people. Check out the new videos when they post. I have a lot more to put up right now. And so, well, the next couple of months I have quite a few things to put up. So just keep your eyes on the channel and stay tuned and come along with us for more adventures. Bye.